It started with the sound, a low, guttural hum, like a machine choking on its last breath, mixed with the faint drip of something wet hitting the floor. Lana stood in the dim light of a crumbling room, staring at him, a man she didn't recognize, yet hated with every fibre of her being. He was tied to a chair, blindfolded, his head twitching as if he could sense her presence. On the table before him sat a cracked mirror, a flickering candle, and a crumpled photo of her sister, Mila, her smile smeared with what looked like ash. Lana's hands shook as she picked up the photo. She didn't remember tying him up, didn't recall dragging him here, to this rotting house where she and Mila once played as kids. All she had was a buzzing in her skull, a note she'd found in her pocket. He knows where she is, and a feeling that if she didn't act by dawn, she'd lose herself forever. Outside, the wind screamed through broken windows, and a stray dog barked in the distance. The clock on the wall was stuck at 11:11. Who was he? Why was she here? And why did the air taste like rust and regret? Lana paced the room, her boots crunching on shattered glass. The house was a wreck, peeling wallpaper, a sagging ceiling, and a faint stench of mildew. She knew this place too well. It was their sanctuary, hers and Mila's, a hideout from their father's drunken rants. Now it felt like a tomb. The man groaned, his blindfold slipping slightly, revealing one bloodshot eye. "Let me go," he rasped, his voice raw. "You've got the wrong guy." Lana ignored him, flipping the photo over. On the back, scrawled in red ink, were the words, 17 Maple, ask him. She'd gone there 3 nights ago, found this man asleep in a trailer, and then nothing. A blank spot in her memory, until she woke up here with him tied up. "Who are you?" she demanded, stepping closer. "What did you do to her?" She yanked the blindfold off, revealing a face she swore she'd seen before, scarred, weathered, with a crooked nose. He blinked at her, confused. "I don't know you," he said, his voice trembling but defiant. "I don't know any Mila." "Liar!" Lana slammed the photo on the table. "She was 16. She disappeared 2 years ago, and someone led me to you." She pulled a small object from her coat, a star-shaped pendant, scratched and tarnished. "Mila's." His eyes widened, but he shook his head. "I've never seen that before. Someone's messing with you." Lana's gut twisted. She wanted to believe he was lying, but his fear seemed real. 3 months ago, an envelope had arrived. No sender, just the note, his address, and the pendant. She'd tracked him down, a mechanic named Ray, living alone in a junkyard. But now doubts crept in. What if he was a pawn? "Then why you?" she hissed. "Why did she come to you?" She didn't know where the question came from. It just spilled out. He froze. She did come to me. Once. Said she needed help. I gave her a sandwich, some cash. She left the next day. That's it." Lana's breath caught. "Where'd she go?" "She said something about a friend. Vera, that's all I know." His voice cracked, desperate. Vera, Mila's bubbly best friend, the one who'd cried at the makeshift memorial, who'd hugged Lana and whispered, "We'll find her." Lana's vision blurred with rage and confusion. She grabbed a rusty wrench from the floor, not to hit him, just to scare him, and leaned in. "If you're lying, I'll know. Stay here." She stormed out, leaving him tied, the hum in her head growing louder. The drive to Vera's was a blur, the pickup's engine rattling like her nerves. Vera lived above a greasy takeout joint, the neon sign buzzing, open 24/7. Lana banged on the door past midnight, her knuckles raw. Vera answered, sleepy-eyed, in an oversized hoodie. "Lana? What's wrong?" "Tell me about Mila," Lana said, pushing past her. The apartment smelled of burnt popcorn and cheap perfume. Vera fidgeted, avoiding her gaze. "I don't know what—" "Stop." Lana held up the pendant. "Ray said she went to you. What happened?" Vera's face crumpled. "Okay, she came here. She was freaked out, talking about your dad. Said he'd done something awful. She wanted to run away. I gave her money. Told her to take a bus out of town. That's it." "My dad?" Lana's mind reeled. Their father was a mess, booze-soaked and bitter, but awful enough to scare Mila away. "What did he do?" "She wouldn't say. She just begged me not to tell you." Vera's voice rose, panicked. "Then she was gone, and I didn't know what to do." Lana studied her, sensing half-truths. "If you're hiding something, Vera, I'll find out." She left, the hum in her head now a roar. Something was off. She needed answers. Back at the house, Ray was gone. The ropes lay in a heap, the chair tipped over. A note fluttered on the table. "Check the attic. He's watching." Lana's stomach dropped. Her father was dead. Liver gave out 6 months ago. Who was watching? She climbed the creaky ladder to the attic, flashlight shaking in her hand. Dust choked the air, and old boxes loomed like ghosts. In the corner, She found a trunk she didn't recognize, locked with a rusty padlock. She smashed it open with the wrench. Inside, photos of Mila, some with her father, some with Ray, and a few with a man she didn't know, his face blurred. A notebook fell out, pages scribbled with Mila's handwriting. Dad sold me to him attic, he's coming. I'm sorry, Lana. Lana's world tilted. Sold her? To who? She flipped to the last page. Vera knows. She's scared. Don't trust her. The hum in her head turned to static. She raced back to Vera's, but the apartment was empty, except for a lipstick-scrawled message on the mirror. I had to run. Forgive me. Hours later, news hit. Vera's car crashed off a bridge. No body found. Lana gripped the pendant, realization dawning. Someone was tying up loose ends. But who? A week later, a package arrived, taped shut, no address. Inside was a tape recorder and a note. Play me. Lana pressed the button, and Mila's voice crackled through, shaky but clear. Lana, if you're hearing this, I'm gone. Dad owed money to a guy, calls himself the Watcher. He's not human, I swear. He took me, but I got away. Ray helped. Vera lied. They're all scared of him. He's still out there. Find the house. End it. Lana's blood ran cold. Not human? She rewound the tape, catching a background noise, a low hum, like the one in her head. She returned to the house, armed with gasoline and a lighter. In the basement she found it, a trap door she'd never seen. Beneath, a tunnel stretched into darkness, walls scratched with symbols she couldn't read. The hum pulsed louder. At the end was a room, lit by flickering bulbs. In the center stood a figure, tall, cloaked, face hidden in shadow. You came? It said, voice like grinding gears. She was mine. You all are. Lana didn't hesitate. She splashed gasoline, struck the lighter, and tossed it. Flames erupted, the figure shrieking as the tunnel collapsed. She barely escaped, the house crumbling behind her, the hum fading at last. She didn't stick around. Rumors spread of a fire, a shadow in the smoke. Some say Lana died, others swear she's out there hunting. The Watcher's gone, or so they hope. But in the dead of night, a faint hum lingers, and the air still tastes of rust.